name is DineoM. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure that you head over to the subscription button. Make sure that you join the family. I promise it's going to be so much fun. And of course, if you are returning and you are part of this wonderful family, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you so much again for your continuous support. It means so much to me. Now, on today's video, I will be sharing with you guys a list of few things that I've learned in 2020. Now, this is a list of things that have helped me to stay grounded, even in the midst of all the storm, as well as stay positive, even when there seemed to be no hope or no light, rather, considering what was happening last year. So last year, we all know that the whole world was hit by a global pandemic. A lot of things happened. People lost their jobs, people lost their homes, people lost their businesses. Some people's salaries got cut. Some of us who were searching for jobs, it was difficult for us to find employment because of what was happening last year. So this is a list of things that have helped me to stay grounded, to stay positive and be motivated. So I did do a whole lot of self-introspection and a whole lot of reading and also watching motivational videos rather, and listen to a few podcasts. So in my journey of doing self-introspection and all of that, I managed to grasp a few things, and I thought I should incorporate those things into my life. Last year, they helped me a lot to stay motivated and also get through to the following year, which is now the year 2021. Now, please stay tuned, and I hope you also will take something out of my list and incorporate it in your life. And if you have a few things also to add onto my list, please do make sure that you put them down on the comment section so that we can discuss them. Okay, let's learn, let's teach each other, let's motivate one another, and yeah, let's grow this beautiful community filled with a whole lot of positivity and a whole lot of light. Now, the first thing that I've learned is to be grateful. I know it is so difficult to stay grateful and to appreciate things around you and the things that you have whilst you are going through a whole lot of drama or a whole lot of obstacles in your life. So I've learned that even in the midst of all, instead of just looking at problems, I must look at things that I have and start appreciating them. For example, things like food, shelter, clean water, clean running water from the tap, as well as security. These are the things that we always take for granted. Things like life in general, basically, just to wake up in the morning and be able to have a body that functions so well, that is healthy, that is strong. Things like these, you guys, to wake up in the morning and still be able to use your eyes. These are the things that I feel we take for granted. We expect to be up in the morning, of which with other people that's not the case. I also have like a family member who just could not wake up last year. So such things like life, we really need to appreciate it. We know that waking up in the morning is another opportunity to start all over again, you know, to do things differently. There are a lot of things that we can be grateful of, you guys. The support system, the people in your life, things that they do for you, even just them making you happy. You know, it's not a lot of people who have families out there or who have friends who care for them. So we really need to be grateful of the things that we have and the environment that we are in. A lot of people, I mean, again, this year, they've lost their homes. You can imagine during the cyclone Eloise, or I forgot what cyclone was it, but people lost their homes. A lot of people's homes were flooded with water. We still have our homes. Those are the things that we take for granted. I mean, there's a lot that can happen, and we are still here. We are still alive. We still have food to eat. We still have the support system. We still have running water. So I feel gratitude should be number one on the list. So the second thing that I've learned last year was to forgive yourself. To forgive yourself, I feel like is so crucial because, you know, even when you are the one who've hurt somebody else, you need to learn to forgive yourself first, because you can't go to another person and ask for forgiveness. The person will forgive you, but if you haven't forgiven yourself, it's gonna be so hard for you to move from that guilt. So it's very important for you to always start, before you go ask for forgiveness, you need to first start by forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself for the people you've hurt, if you have, and also forgive yourself for the things that you wish you could have done but haven't done as yet, or rather the achievement. Maybe you've set a goal for yourself and you haven't done it, and you blame yourself because of the things that you did that actually delayed your process, or that actually delayed you from getting whatever your heart desires may be. So I've learned that, you know, once you start forgiving yourself and also acknowledging the situation that you're in, to say that, fine, I'm forgiving myself. Second step, I need to acknowledge the situation that I'm in and how to get out of it, and how to now start doing things differently. So I feel like forgiving yourself is a very important life aspect that sometimes we take for granted as well, and it's going to help us to move on and to also make good life choices and do things differently. The third thing that I've learned was that nobody else is going to save you from your situation. Whatever problem that you are in, there is no one who's going to save you except yourself. You are your own hero. There is no hero out there with a cape who's waiting to come and save you whenever you make mistakes. The only person, the only hero is yourself. So you are the one who's going to take you out of the pit, and stop expecting people to help you out, to feel sorry for you, to save you. People are also hurting. People are also going through their own thing. Once you take that conscious decision of saving yourself from whatever situation that you're in, you'll start to realize the importance of your existence, the special you, the reason why you do not deserve to be in that kind of a situation. It is so crucial to understand the fact that your success and as well as your happiness is not reliant on anybody but yourself. Basically, in a nutshell, you are responsible for your own life and also how your life turns out. You cannot blame anybody at the end of the day. If things did not work out, you have no right to point fingers and say, it was you should have done this, you should have done that. People are looking at their lives. Even if it's somebody else's fault, it's not wise to point fingers. The wisest thing you can do for yourself is to be responsible of your own life. Stop relying on people to push you, relying on people to motivate you, relying on people to fund your ideas. You need to take a step and make a decision to say that I'm responsible for my own life. Nobody else is going to save me but myself, and I am my own hero. The fourth thing that I've learned was to empathize with other people. You know, try to put myself in other people's shoes. As much as there's only so much that you can do, but you can still pray for those people. You can still call those people, check up on them. You know, people are going through things. People are going through depression, a whole lot of stress and worry. So it's very important for you to just pick up a phone and check up on them. We are not on this earth all by ourselves. There are other people as well. And if we could lend a helping hand, it's very important to do so. So my fifth point is don't be shy to explore your creativeness. I believe that we are all talented. We are all gifted with something. We are all gifted differently, and don't compare yourself to the next person. his talents are definitely not your talents. So explore your talents, try them out. Don't care what other people are gonna say. People always talk, you guys. Whether you do good or you do bad, they'll always find the bad. So rather just practice the good that is within you and try to, don't be shy about it. Be creative. Ask the people around you, or rather your support system, to help you with exploring your creativeness. You know, practice in front of them. Don't be shy. So I feel it's very important for each and every one of us to explore the greatness that is within us and just try it out. Let's put it out there. We must not be shy of the person that we are created to be. And the sixth thing that I've learned last year was that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So whatever your life has turned out to be today, do not take the spirit that is within you for granted. For the same spirit that is in God is this very same spirit that is within you. You are much more powerful than you can think. Do not take that for granted. It is very important for us to know, to start exploring the greatness that is within us. Once we start looking at things in a human form, we start judging ourselves, we start looking down on ourselves, we start comparing ourselves with other people. But once you start looking at yourself as a spiritual being, you see yourself as righteous, you see yourself as pure. You don't judge yourself at all, because you know that whatever situation that you go through, whatever mistake that you've done, you are forgiven, because God sees you as a pure spirit. The spirit that is in him was transferred to us. So it's very important to look at ourselves in that level. I know it's very, very difficult to look at yourself as pure even after you've been, or you've done a whole lot of things, but that is a human experience. But your spiritual experience, God says you are pure no matter what. You are pure, you are clean, and you are righteous. And do not doubt yourself. You are a spiritual being. You can do more, far, far, far more than you can imagine. So God has given us the spirit of love, and not the spirit of fear. So once we start looking at ourselves as, you know, spiritual beings, we see the power that is within us. We see that we can do things that we never thought we could ever do. So we'll start taking ourselves seriously and start understanding our existence on this earth. So that's one of the things that I've learned last year. I know it's pretty much deep, and if you want, we can have basically a full video talking about this. You can let me know on the comment section below and we can have this discussion. But for now, I feel I need to continue listing things that I've learned last year. But yeah, this one, I do understand that it's far more deeper and far more spiritual, especially if you're not a spiritual person or you are not into spirituality. I do understand that it is deep. However, I do see myself as more of a spiritual being than a human being. So the seventh thing that I've learned last year was I mustn't go around looking for answers. The right answers will unfold as time goes, and they will come straight to me. Sometimes you wonder why you were born into a family that you were born in, or you wonder why certain things are happening to you or have happened to you, and you wonder why your parents are your parents, and you wonder why you grew up without parents like me. So I've learned that whatever question that I have, one day I'm going to find the answer. I'm going to find the answer, and as time goes, the right answers rather will come to me, and it will make sense one day. I feel like it's very dangerous to go around searching for answers, because we'll end up getting the wrong advice. We'll end up going to the wrong people for answers. Whilst the answers are on their way. They are on the way. You do not need to fight for them. You do not need to sweat for them. they will unfold one day. The one thing that you can do for yourself right now is to stay positive and be consistent. Every day you have to wake up and make a conscious decision to be positive, and one day everything will make sense. So another point that I've learned last year was do good even when nobody's watching. Whatever you do to others, you are doing it to yourself, and it will come straight back to you. Oprah Winfrey says you need to maintain a good flow. So if you do good, good will come back to you. It's very important for you to maintain a good flow. So even when nobody's watching, it's very important for you to always do good. Always do good. Whatever bad that you do to other people, it comes attached with the repercussion. So I'm a true believer of that, to say that what you do to others, you do it to yourself. If you're good, you do good to yourself. If you do bad, or if you are horrible to other people, you are basically being horrible to yourself. So it's very important for you to maintain a good flow. So you guys, I've learned all of those things last year. Those list of things are the things that I'll definitely be practicing in the year 2021. I'll definitely be incorporating those into my life. I'll be practicing them over and over and over again. Even when I don't get them right, I will still practice them, because I feel they helped me last year to stay grounded, to also remember the person that I am and the fire that is within me. So you guys, I feel like my list is getting longer and longer, and I need to be disciplined and just cut it short. But yeah, if I'm leaving other points that you feel are very important that you've learned last year, please share them on the comment section below. And yeah, maybe we can have a part 2 next time. Thank you so much though for watching till the end, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, by the way.